Yo guys, what's up? I got that plays for you guys for the NBA games on Wednesday. We got two more plays that we're going to get into in 1 second. First, before we do, we just cashed again in the last NBA video right here with this play. So guys, that is now 3 videos in a row we have cashed in the NBA. Mind you, we've only made 4 NBA videos so far this year, and we've cashed in the last 3 of them. So make sure to drop a like on this video, please, guys. It's all I ask of you. Just drop a like. It takes 1 second. Helps me out so much. And obviously, we are on a 6-0 run. We're doing so well in the NBA. So please do me a favor, drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe either. Obviously, if you're new to this channel, I post every single day, whether it's NBA, NFL, or college football. So make sure to subscribe so miss any of the future videos. Real quick, just to let you guys know, we did also sweep in VIP when 7-0 on slips, went up about 15 units in VIP. So if you guys ever want that, I will leave the link down below in the comments of this video. So if you want VIP, go to the comments. You could find it there. We're killing the NBA. Cannot wait to get into these plays today. But first, before we do, I have told you guys to do this the last 20 videos in a row. But this is the best advice I can give you right here. So if you're new to the channel, you're new to these videos, listen up. This will take a minute to explain. But basically, the number one way to make money sports betting right now is by far and away using deposit matches on all these apps. I personally did it myself. I made my first thousands of dollars sports betting just using deposit matches on all these different apps. The 2 apps I would recommend right now would be Sleeper and Chalkboard. So I will leave the links down below in the description of this video, but basically go click those links. When you download the Chalkboard app, make sure to use promo code GHOST before you deposit. As long as you type in code GHOST before you deposit, they will give you a $100 deposit match and a free 0.5 square for these games on Wednesday. And then they also have a ton of promos running on their app every day. They have about 6 to 8 different discounts every single day. So they have a ton of discounts for you, which makes it way easier to actually make some money. And then you get $100 for free and a free square. Sleeper right now, fantastic. Basically the same thing, but a little bit better. And what they do is the same exact thing. Click the link down below, download it through that link. Make sure to use promo code GHOST, because when you sign up using code GHOST on Sleeper, they give you $20 entry right away before you even deposit. So on Sleeper, you don't even have to deposit. You get $20 right away. And then when you eventually deposit, they will still give you that $100 deposit match and a free 0.5 square for Austin Reeves as well. Same exact thing as Chalkboard. They have a ton of discounts on their apps right now as well, which is why I am recommending Sleeper and Chalkboard, because they just have the most discounts. So again, that is honestly my way of giving back to you guys. It's free money for you guys. It takes probably 5 minutes to do. It's $220 for free and free squares. I'm telling you, if you start off the NBA season right now with $220 and a ton of free squares, a ton of free discounts, it's almost going to be hard to lose money. And I've been saying this the last few videos, so I know a lot of you guys watching have listened to that advice, taken that advice. And if you put the plays that I give you down on those apps using free deposit matches, you are literally making so much free money. So again, the links are all down below. Just click those links. Make sure to sign up using code GHOST. That way you get the free money and you get the free plays. But with all that being said, let's finally hop into the plays. So 6-0 run, trying to go 8-0, which would be fantastic. We have a good amount of games today. The matchups are solid. I wouldn't say it's the best matchups I've ever seen, but they're still pretty solid. The first matchup that really stands out to me is going to be Trey Young, over 23.5 points going up against the Nets. And I'm actually going to check real quick. I think I got him. Okay, so I did get him at exactly 23.5 points. So again, going up against the Nets, if you look at what Trey Young's done so far this season, he's been pretty consistent for the most part. He's at 22, 25, 21 last game against Chicago, and then 15. But that 15-point game, to be fair, was against the Thunder, which is pretty much the best defensive team in the entire league. So that does make sense. Other than that, even Orlando, very tough matchup. He still had 25 points. Chicago, good matchup, had 21, unfortunately. And then Toronto, pretty good matchup, 22 points right there. But the Nets right here, by far and away, definitely his easiest matchup he's had so far this season. They've been very bad last season as well, defending point guards and shooting guards. If you look at what they've been giving up so far, Donovan Mitchell had like 35 points on them. So they've just been very bad at defending guards, especially guards that can shoot threes, which obviously that's what Trey Young's specialty is, which is fantastic. If you look at Trey Young and what he's done against the Nets last year, he played them, I want to say 3 times. He went over this line all 3 games. So he's played very, very well against him, historically, specifically last season. But this year, really no need, or nothing to show and nothing to make you think that their defense is going to be better this year. I mean, obviously it isn't. Donovan Mitchell, again, just dropped 35 on them. So this is at Brooklyn in this game, but this is projected to be one of the highest scoring games of the entire day. It's projected, I think last time I checked, it was a 1.5 point spread. So this should just be a super high scoring game, super close scoring game. And again, if the Hawks are basically projected to score like third or second most points of the entire day. So if they do score around 120 plus, which is what they're projected, Trey Young should definitely be able to score at least 24 of those. And again, he's been so consistent, right? I mean, 22, 25, 21 when he plays mid matchups. Now he's playing his best matchup, his easiest matchup. So I do think he'll be able to go over 23 and a half. Last thing I want to say about Trey Young is he's been very consistent right around that 20-point mark. And he really hasn't been shooting very well. I mean, from the field, he's only shooting 40% in those first 4 games, which is really, really bad. But at some point, he is going to bounce back. I think he will bounce back in this game. Last game, he shot like 35% from the field. So if he keeps taking the amount of shots he is and even shoots 50%, he's going to go well over this line, probably even into the 30-point mark. So I really like Trey Young over 23.5 points. Hopefully he can get that shooting percentage up, especially in this game against the Nets. So the second play we have is going to be in this Denver game. And I looked forever. I really, really wanted to take Jokic over on his PRA or his points or basically anything. But the only thing I don't like about this game is it probably most likely will be a blowout for Denver. But the one thing that I like for Denver, even if it ends up being a blowout and the starters don't get a lot of minutes in the fourth quarter, I think Jamal Murray can hit this line before it even gets to the fourth quarter. And that's going to be his rebounds plus assists at 8.5. We're taking the over here. If you look at what he's done so far this year, he had 12, 11, and 9. Those 3 matchups right there, pretty difficult matchups. Warriors, very difficult. Minnesota, also very difficult. And he still hit against them. The Suns, not that difficult of a matchup. And he had 11 right there. So he's gone over every game of the season so far. And then playing the Pelicans, obviously I've talked about it a million times, but it's just common sense anyway. They're a horrible defensive team. I mean, pretty much guarding any position, but specifically point guards, they're really bad. They were horrible last season. Then they got Jordan Poole this year, which is just not going to help the situation. So Jordan Poole, especially when Jamal Murray plays Jordan Poole, he goes over this line every single time. I mean, if you look at his history going up against Jordan Poole does not box out. Point guards get a lot of rebounds against him. They also get a lot of assists because he just lets point guards get right past him. In my opinion, he's probably the worst defender in the entire league. But this Pelicans team gives up the most points in the entire league. Their defense is atrocious against point guards. Jamal Murray played them 4 times last year. He went over this line in 3 of those games. The only game he missed, he got 8 and missed by 1. So basically, it's a very simple play. He's gone over every time this year. He basically goes over against the Pelicans every time he plays them. And the Pelicans, you could argue, are worse this year than they were last year. So I'm taking Jamal Murray at home to go over 8.5 rebounds plus assists. I mean, he did it a couple times last year where he had 7 or 8 assists alone. So I like 8.5 rebounds and assists for Jamal Murray. So that's going to be the 2 plays I got for you guys for these games on Wednesday. Again, make sure to drop a like. It helps me out so much. Don't forget to subscribe. And before we get out of here, I will remind you guys one more time, free money for you. You're watching this video because you want to make some free money, which you guys are because we've been cashing. But I'm telling you, you get on Chalkboard, get $100 for free. If you want, you could throw the $100 down on one of these plays that I've been giving you. If it hits, you cash for about $300. If it misses, you don't even lose any of your own money anyway. It is an absolute cheat code to get on these apps for the deposit matches. So highly recommend it. It's available in any one of the colored states on this map. So if you live in any green or purple states, you can get Chalkboard, get $100 for free, or you can get Sleeper, get another $100 for free. So honestly, I'd recommend to get on both. And you get $100 or $220 for free, obviously. But again, all links are down below. Just click those links. Make sure to use code GHOST so you do get that free money and the free plays. And then other than that, if you do want to get in the VIP, which we've been crushing it in there as well, I'll leave the link in the comments. With all that being said, these are the 2 plays I got for you guys for the games on Wednesday. Good luck with all your bets, and I'll catch you next video.